Cyberpunk 2077 just keeps on chugging, and because of the huge amounts of players still messing around in Night City, more and more great mods keep getting made every single day. And now because you guys seem to like the last video I made about some of my personal choices, I can't imagine why, it's time I covered some more mods that I've been playing around with this last week. Oh, and I hate asking for this, but if you do like this video, then well, remember to click the like button. It helps out a ton. Anyway, let's start out with a heavy hitter. The first mod on this list is the Night City Interactions. This mod simply lets you hang out and have a drink with your favorite companions in the game, these being Jackie, Judy, Panam, River, and Carrie. Now, in order to take a drink with any of these, you will need to have progressed far enough into the story to when you just can give them a call, meaning they consider you a close friend. As an example, here you can see me hanging out with Judy and chatting away with her at Afterlife.
Couldn't you replace Susie and lead the mods? No way in hell. I'll stick with tuning virtues, thank you very much.
As of right now, you can drink with your companions at the aforementioned Afterlife bar, Tom's Diner, and Lizzy's. The mod also adds different spots close to areas from Cyberpunk Edgerunners where V can hang out and relax. Examples here are Rebecca's apartment, the waterfront outside David's Ripper Dock, and the post-gig party spot in Japantown. While we're on the topic of bars, I feel like I have to mention Lizzy's Bar Enhanced. This mod does a couple of things. First, it opens several previously locked doors like the private booths and some other rooms, including one containing a gimpy-looking dude.
We should be friends. Close friends.
Now the coolest thing about Lizzy's Bar Enhanced, however, is that you can purchase your very own private room. The room is pretty limited as of itself, but you can change your wardrobe and rest up on the bed. Moving on to another mod that can improve your immersion into the game, have you ever felt that the people of Night City are just generally too quiet? If you do, then I highly suggest you try out Talk to Me, as this mod simply makes NPCs more talkative. Now, whenever you run past NPCs or if you bump into them, they'll act more like real people.
Hi, look at her, so pretty.
How'd you wind up here, in this city? Hold on. Do I know you? Nah.
Speaking of realism, you should also check out Natural Walk Speed. In the vanilla game, V has this strange ice skating effect when you toggle to walking speed, and it just looks really odd when looking down on your legs. With natural walking speed, the skating disappears and V now walks at the same pace as NPCs on the street. A bonus with this mod is that you now have a good reason to check out your new boots or pants, or lack thereof, as having a normal walk is just overall great for immersion. Another mod that can help with immersion is the Extended and Improved Headlights mod. Some of you may have missed this, but you can actually activate the headlights of your car or your bike in the vanilla game by tapping Alt on PC, Square on PlayStation, and X on Xbox. However, the strength of the headlights aren't very strong, and if you want a wider headlight that lets you see more in dark areas, I highly suggest that you download this mod. The standard version of the mod improves the strength of your headlights a lot, but if you want to, you can customize the strength of it to a level that you want. Beware though, as it is possible to make your lights too strong. So strong in fact that it can cover an entire neighborhood. So I suggest you keep the default settings here. Alright, so if you're one of those players that's always short on eddies in this game, then you need to get a job. Not a real job mind you, but a Night City job. Introducing the Make a Living Courier mod. This mod introduces a new type of mission that's more of a fun little minigame that you can pick up at any drop point, and you can choose between 3 different difficulties, with the hardest difficulty providing most eddies. What you do is that you have to deliver a package from one drop point to another within the time limit you're provided. Not only can you make some good money with this mod, but you get an excuse to drive around Night City and seeing the sights. Oh, and before you ask, no, you can't fast travel to your destination to cheat the system, as fast traveling will remove the courier mission, which is a good thing. Speaking of sightseeing, if you've grown tired of the numerous billboards showing the same ads over and over again as you make your way through the city, you should definitely look into the Cybergirl Ads mod. This mod simply adds tasteful ads, might I add.
Nice.
And they're all high quality and fit right in with the Night City aesthetic. If you're curious about the art pieces that this mod contains, you should head over to Nexus Mods, as the mod author has listed all of the pieces they've added. Now moving on to some combat related mods, you should check out the Weapons Mods eShop, to which you will need the Virtual Atelier mod that I mentioned in my previous mod video. This mod adds 2 new stores for all weapon mods, and together with this mod you should get better attachments. Better attachments basically just removes the debuffs you get when using silencers and muzzle brakes, which is great because now you don't have to feel punished for wanting to play as a silent assassin. And together with better attachments, you should also check out Disable Auto Switching for throwing knives, and faster throwing knife recovery and projectile velocity. Now, the names of these mods already spelled it out for you, and these simple little mods are just so great if you want to turn V into the ultimate cyber ninja. Not only will V no longer switch to your secondary weapon after throwing your knife, but it will pop right into your hands much quicker. The knives also travel faster, meaning you won't miss as easily if your aim is good enough. One more mod that synergizes perfectly with both silenced guns and knives is the Silent Silencers and Throwing Knives mod. With this mod installed, enemies won't instantly detect you and locate you if you miss your shot, and they will only be alerted if you kill someone in their line of sight, making the assassin playstyle just a little bit more realistic and simply more fun. But if you prefer hacking, then oh boy do I have the mod for you. If you want to be the most overpowered netrunner in Night City, then you simply have to get the Daemon Netrunning. This mod allows you to upload your ultimate quick hacks when uploading demons. And the great thing about this is that since demons affect everyone in a group of enemies, so will your ultimate quick hacks from the start, meaning that you can set off every grenade in an enemy group. Or simply have everyone go cyber psychosis. Or why not both? Again, this mod can easily make you overpowered, but it's just so fun to play around with. Now, when you've cleaned an area of enemies, you're gonna want to loot basically everything so you can sell it all off later for some sweet eddies, or maybe you just simply need more parts for disassembling. To make this process quicker for you, you should definitely get Autoloot. This mod lets you loot mostly everything in front of you, removing the tedium of having to scour every part of an area for loot. You can also adjust the radius for this as well, so if you want to, you can turn into a literal loot goblin and max this out to loot everything in one press of a button. However, it does not loot quest-related items like bags from NCPD side hustles and iconic weapons, so have that in mind. Now, for the last gameplay-related mod on this list, do you feel like fast traveling could be even better? Then you should definitely get Better Fast Travel Map. Essentially, this ingenious little mod improves fast traveling in Night City by simply making it more like the regular map. You now have filters that you can customize in order to find the closest fast travel hub, and you can also set waypoints as well, just like the regular map. Okay, so I can't end this video without talking about some appearance mods. Throughout this video, you may have noticed that my V has a, well, very impressive body. And the reason she does is because I'm using the aptly named more realistic but Bodymod. And the reason I use this mod is very simple. I like my V thick.
Yeah, boy.
And if you like your V thick as well, then you should definitely get this together with the refitted clothes for realistic butt mod. Essentially, this is a selection of refits of most of the vanilla clothes in order to make them work with your new and improved V. Aside from being refitted, they also just look better than the vanilla versions. And of course, I can't leave you guys hanging without suggesting the mods needed to recreate Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, now can I? Just like with the mods needed to turn V into Rebecca that I listed in the last video, you will need the following to make Lucy. First, get Edgerunner's Lucy's outfit and nab the hairstyle that you can download separately. Next, get Lucy Edgerunner's suit, jacket, and pants Archive XL. These are all separated into 3 different mods. And ta-da! All you need now is to customize V's face to whatever you think is more accurate to Lucy. And there you have it. Now remember to keep your eyes on the road after turning V into thick Lucy, especially if you're riding a bike because